For today's headlines, government not keen on lockdown amid rise in COVID-19 cases. Angkas, Tribune, Inc. News Partnership. 30,000 health workers get jobs. Duterte chides Vice President again. Construction of PNR Clark Phase 1 almost halfway complete. Harry and Meghan expecting a girl after terrifying revelations. TNT to raise Sparks case to PBA. Easterlies continue to affect the country. Good morning, I am Sandy Locos and you are watching Tribune News on Q. Today is Tuesday, March 9, and now the news. The government is not considering a full-scale lockdown despite another surge in COVID-19 transmissions in Metro Manila. Presidential spokesperson Secretary Harry Roque said in a palace briefing that hospitals remain prepared to accommodate COVID-19 patients, citing that 60 to 75% of beds in ICU, isolation facilities, and hospital wards were available, while 77% of ventilators were unused as of March 7. Roque also said that the government could control the surge of infections, particularly seen in Metro Manila, by strengthening its testing, contact tracing, and isolation efforts. Local government units can also impose localized lockdowns of streets, villages, and barangays. For 3 consecutive days, the country's additional cases each hit the 3,000 mark, raising the nationwide tally to 591,138, of which 43,323 are active infections. Metro Manila accounted for nearly 41% of the total cases, with 241,915 latest data from the Department of Health showed. Daily Tribune and Angkas signed an agreement on Monday to formalize a partnership where the Omni-Media organization deputizes the motorcycle taxis biker partners as gatherer of news. Daily Tribune President Willie Fernandez, who presided the meeting, pronounced it as a historic moment for the company's progressive thrust into digital and participatory reporting. Under the partnership, Angkas riders will shoot and send newsworthy stories they've witnessed firsthand to Daily Tribune, which would then vet them through editing and posting. Fernandez said the alliance aims to expand public service by delivering up-to-minute news in every corner through Daily Tribune's Angkas News Squad. Angkas co-founder George Royeca meanwhile acknowledged Daily Tribune being at the fore of express news delivery and hopes Angkas can help achieve this end. In other news, about 30,000 Filipinos have received anti-coronavirus vaccines under the government's COVID-19 immunization program that was launched a week ago, Malacanang said on Monday. In a televised briefing, presidential spokesperson Secretary Harry Roque said 29,266 individuals have so far received COVID-19 shots in about 186 vaccination sites nationwide. Roque also said that 383,980 vaccine doses were deployed in hospitals across the country, of which 329,480 doses were from China's Sinovac Biotech and 54,500 doses were from British-Swedish firm AstraZeneca. Cabinet Secretary Carlo Nograles said that more than 222,783 healthcare workers in the government's master list for COVID-19 vaccination are expected to be inoculated within the next 2 weeks. The Philippines is eyeing to vaccinate some 1.8 million healthcare workers within this month until May, before immunizing the next priority groups such as the elderly and the poor. The Health Department said the number of doses acquired by the government so far are insufficient to cover all medical professionals. Tribune News on Q will be back after these reminders.
Iba ng panahon, dami ng bago ngayon. Pati ang mundo natin, well, nagbago na rin. Buti ano bayan, bigger, better na. You can buy it sa centers, pati sa mga parties, may online pa at app. You can buy it with your fingers, still don't remittance and more. Online shopping, you can buy it all. Di magpadala, you can buy it all. Anumang pera transaction, you can buy it all.
Sabayan ang pagbabago ng mundo for all your pera transactions, all new Bayan.
Montero Sport. Elevate your journey.
Drive your ambition. Mitsubishi Motors.
President Rodrigo Duterte on Monday chided Vice President Leni Robredo again for creating doubts on the efficacy of China-made vaccines, adding that she should just shut up. Duterte said Robredo's latest statement made it appear to the public that his government was flouting regulatory processes in sourcing vaccines against COVID-19. Duterte was reacting to Robredo's call for the government to consider the recommendation of HTAC, or Health Technology Assessment Council, before administering the CoronaVac vaccines from Chinese pharmaceutical firm Sinovac BioNTech. The Philippines started its immunization program against COVID-19 on March 1 using Sinovac vaccines, with health workers, military personnel, and top pandemic response officials aged 18 to 59 getting the first shots of the coveted shots. Health Secretary Francisco Duque III emphasized that HTAC can only recommend in terms of vaccine review and only for those to be bought with government money. Insofar as the Sinovac doses donated by China are concerned, Duque said that instead of an HTAC recommendation, only an emergency use authorization issued by the Food and Drug Administration was needed. Just the same, the HTAC gave its recommendation for Sinovac, said Duque, in what should pave the way for the government to buy additional doses of the China-made jabs. Construction of the PNR Clark Phase 1 that runs from Tutuban, Manila to Malolos, Bulacan is 44.16% complete as of end of February, Transportation Secretary Arthur Togades said on Monday. Philippine National Railways General Manager June Magno said the train line is on track to be partially running by the fourth quarter of this year. Magno said the PNR Clark Phase 1 targets to slash travel time between Tutuban and Malolos from 1 hour and 30 minutes to just 35 minutes and increase railway capacity to 330,000 passengers per day. Meanwhile, PNR Clark Phase 2, which will stretch from Malolos, Bulacan to Clark, Pampanga, has 5 civil work contracts packages signed. Magno said the project has an overall progress rate of 27.79% as of January 31. In this segment, there are ongoing pre-construction works and site visits. PNR Clark Phase 2 will have its groundbreaking in 2021. Once completed, travel time between Bulacan and Pampanga will be slashed from the current 1 hour and 30 minutes to just 35 minutes. Two surprises emerged during the interview of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle with Oprah Winfrey on March 7. The couple are having a girl as a second child, and Meghan revealing suicidal thoughts from the pressure of the royal family. Meghan also disclosed that she is to give birth to their second and final child in summertime. In the controversial interview with Oprah Winfrey that aired on March 8, Meghan and Harry announced that they are expecting their second child and that Archie will be a big brother in February 2021. Meghan had a miscarriage in July 2020. The couple sat down with Oprah for a set-piece interview. CNN said the bombshell interview was full of revelations, including Meghan experiencing suicidal thoughts and the royal family's concern about Archie's race. The couple's experiences as members of the royal family was the reason they stepped back from their royal duties. We will be back. Stay with us. In sports, Tropang Giga Governor Ricky Vargas yesterday said he will raise the issue of Bay Parks not playing the season before PBA Commissioner Willie Marshall and the Board of Governors so they can come up with guidelines on players taking a leave of absence. Vargas' call follows Parks' announcement on social media that he would skip the upcoming 4-6 season of the PBA due to personal reasons. Vargas said the best way to solve the issue, surprising teams with a sudden leave of absence, is by asking the players to communicate properly with team officials before taking a leave. Meanwhile, TNT owner and PLDT chair Manny Pangilinan posted in his social media a photo of Parks with a fan in a beach in La Union. Pangilinan claimed the photo taken on February 25 was not in California, where Parks is supposed to attend his ailing mother, as he claimed. This is not the first time that a star player walked away in the middle of a contract negotiation. Greg Slaughter also took a sabbatical last year after Barangay Ginebra San Miguel failed to offer him with a contract extension. Slaughter has been shipped to Northport in exchange for Christian Stan Hardinger. Wind from the Pacific Ocean or Easterlies is expected to bring warm weather in the eastern portion of the country today, Pag-asa said in its 4 a.m. weather advisory. Partly cloudy to cloudy skies with isolated rain showers are expected in Metro Manila and the rest of the country due to the easterlies and localized thunderstorms. The northeast monsoon is still affecting extreme northern Luzon. Partly cloudy to cloudy skies with isolated light rains are expected in Batanes and Babuyan Islands. Meanwhile, a low-pressure area has developed 1,130 kilometers east of Davao City and may enter the Philippine area of responsibility today. However, it has a low chance of becoming a storm. Caraga and Davao region are expected to have cloudy skies with scattered rain showers and thunderstorms due to the trough of the LPA. And that wraps up the stories this morning. Catch the latest news on our website, tribune.net.ph, and follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Tribune App. The Daily Tribune is one with the nation in facing the COVID-19 crisis, and in line with this, the Daily Tribune Digital Edition and Press Reader is now available for free online. You can also download the Daily Tribune app on Apple Store or Google Play to get the latest and most comprehensive news online. Daily Tribune is also inviting everyone to join its community Viber Kachibu to get updates on the freshest and hottest news and entertainment stories of the day. Tarsito emoticons are also available on our community Viber. Just visit the sticker store and search for Kachibu Community. And before we go, we would like to thank the SM Store and Ananeta Center. Again, this is Sandy Locos, and you're watching Tribune News on Q. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay at home. Good morning and have a nice day.
I am Elmer Navarro Manuel. Coronavirus case.
I am Sandy Locos.
Duterte, dadalo.
O si Ray Sanchez.
Good morning, I am Vernon Velasco.
Only government authorized to
Magandang hapon. Ako si Pauline Songko. Ospital naghahanda para sa COVID. Ako si Luis Lizan at ito ang Tribune. Si Ramsey may mensahe kay Andres.
Si Jomel Garner. At ito,
Pagsali sa face-to-face Duterte to fund COVID cases, pumalo sa 7.
Missed the chance to acquire 10.
Luis Lizan.
si Jomel Garner.
O si Ray Sanchez.
Vernon Velasco.
Ako si Pauline Songko.
Sandy Locos.
I am Elmer Navarro Manuel, and this is Tribune News on 2.